Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Kari, that's Jarrod, and we're frazzled.
Welcome to Tone Wars, the train wreck edition.
Right.
So we're down here practicing, and I snapped a string, and I'm like, great. And I still had a billion other things to do. So I'm like, how are we going to do that? So I literally changed all the strings on this guitar in 15 minutes flat. So I just hope it stays in tune.
We'll see.
I stretched them out as good as I could in the amount of time I had. So, yeah.
We got that done, and then my mic wasn't charged.
Even though I
For
charged
whatever
it, it wasn't charged. So I had to run an extension cord to it so it can charge.
Hooked up.
And it's just been one thing after another tonight. So, yeah, so if I seem a little moody, you know why.
He is moody, and I'm tired.
Yep.
I left my shirt. I left my Tone Wars clothes at home, so we're gonna do it in our comfy clothes and socks.
Yep. Oh, you got socks on.
I had socks on.
You're not even wearing special shoes tonight.
Nope.
Man, that's the omen right there. If you show up without your shirt,
Yep.
we're just gonna have to cancel next time. That's it right there's the sign. Like, nope, no show tonight.
Oh boy. Well, let's say hi. Thank you guys for waiting around for us.
Yes, thank you.
Hopefully it'll be worth it.
Yep.
Dean Harkness, hey man, how are you?
What's going on, Dean?
Kyle Hart, we got something special from you tonight, right?
Yeah, what's up, Kyle?
Gonna go over one of his overdrive pedals.
Yeah, he sent me some, and I checked them out a couple weeks ago, and then I got busy with a bunch of stuff, and then I think, if I remember, I vibed with the Viper the most, so we're going to check that out tonight, and possibly another one, which is called the Dynamic Dirt. So we'll see. If we got time, we'll check them both out.
All right, Bobcat, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Sean Hockey.
Hey, Sean, good to see you, man.
Oh, let's see, fixing the string. Yep, can't wait. Flux, how are you?
What's up, Flux?
Thanks for being patient.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Krosick, good day everyone. Must be fixing those filthy awesome chug strings. Yeah.
That's right, man. I was fixing some filthy chugs.
Let's see. Ryan says, I'd love to hear overdrive pedal compared with something like a Tube Screamer, just as a common reference point.
I have one, not hooked up, but I have one here, so maybe I can do something like OG pedals versus new ones or something. Maybe I can do a video about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tony Krosick, I think Petrucci should come out with a JP2C combo amp with a new Mesa Black Shadow Beard speaker.
Black Shadow Beard speaker. That'd be awesome.
Joey Palmer, how are you, Joey?
Hey, what's up, Joey?
Let's see. Steve-O is with us.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Let's see. Gravel Rocks.
Hey, Steve, what's happening?
Daryl McMillan. Hey.
Hey, Daryl.
Johnny Romero.
Johnny, what's happening?
Happy early happy Sunday and early Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes.
That's this week.
I know, isn't that
I feel
crazy?
like we're sliding in, like.
Yeah, it's, yeah. Yep.
The only thing I have done is the shopping.
Yeah. Oh, I went shopping at Costco today, and I could not. There was a line for the self-checkout, literally from the checkouts all the way to the absolute back of the store. Wow. Yeah. So.
Did you wait in that line?
Yeah. So to get in line, I had to go all the way to the meat department and turn around in like 10 feet.
Oh my goodness.
And it moved quick though.
Yeah.
Because they're all yelling at you up there.
Yeah.
Come on, move forward. You know, like herding cattle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes the self-checkout can be. I heard some weird. Thought my mic went. I heard some bing bongs.
No. Some bing bongs.
Some bing bongs. Sometimes the self-checkout can be a bigger pain than just letting the cashier do it for you.
Well, it can, but they had helpers up there with their little scanners.
Yeah.
So they were like zapping
Here,
everybody.
Let me do it for you.
Yeah. Well, what I do is I flip everything to make sure that the barcodes are up.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only guy that does it, but I do it.
Well, you only have like 6 items too. Like it's hard. I've got a cart and a half full of stuff.
Even if I had 20, I'd do it. That's just how I roll. Yep.
Anyway, yes, Thanksgiving is this week, and we are thankful for you guys
Yes, we are.
sticking with us here tonight.
Yes, we are.
Paul Smith, how are you, man?
What's up, Paul?
I almost called you the other night. I was looking everywhere for your phone number. I don't have it. I was hoping Jay had it. We thought Jarrod went missing. This was it Thursday night? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Thursday night. And I had called him around 5 o'clock and didn't answer his phone. And typically, if he's busy, if he's shooting a video, he'll be like, I'll call you right back, or I'm in the middle of shooting, it'll be about an hour. Like, he'll give you something. He shoots you something. I got nothing. And then I called in another hour, nothing. Texted, nothing. 3 hours went by, and I messaged Jay Croft, one of our friends up here. I'm like, dude, have you heard from Jarrod? I thought, and we were having a snowstorm too that night, so I thought he's either been in a horrible accident or something's gone wrong at the house. And I was like, Jay, do you have Paul Smith's phone number? We gotta send him over there. I was an hour away, Jay's an hour away. I'm like, I think Paul's close. We need somebody to come find him. Make sure he's okay. He was just napping.
Turned out I crashed.
He was just napping.
Yeah.
A 3-hour nap at 5 p.m.
Yep. Haven't gotten much sleep. So, yeah. Was that this week?
Yes.
It was.
It was.
Yeah. I had an interesting week, so, yeah. I had to catch up on some sleep. I slept horribly for like 3 nights or 4 nights. So, yeah. It caught up to me one day, and you know how you go upstairs and look at your bed, and you're like, God, that looks so nice. Next thing you know, you're sawing logs.
Raven Blackfeather is with us.
Hey.
Hey, Raven.
What's going on, man?
Vince Salutary. Hello.
Hey, Vince.
Flux is here again. Strings break. It happens. No problems. That was a pretty fast restring. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 15 minutes, man. I set a land speed record for myself anyways.
He did.
But, you know, the thing is, though, is I missed out on all the fun that you have restringing. It takes me a half an hour to find a movie I want to watch. And I get out all my stuff, you know, the net cleaner, or the fretboard cleaner, the fretboard oiler, all the little, you know, the lube stuff you put on all the, you know, the joints and different stuff here, and it's just fun. It's therapy for me, and I didn't get the therapy session today. It was just, I'm like shoving food down my throat and stringing a guitar, and
You're so thankful for all of the things that made it easy and quick.
yes. If this was any other guitar, it would have taken me way longer. So that's a testament to how great these Ernie Ball guitars are. You could string them in 15 minutes.
Constantine, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
He says, hello from Ukraine.
Ooh.
I love your Helix videos. Thank you for making it. Also,
My
I'm
pleasure.
a fan of PV Invective. How do you like it in comparison with EVH Stealth or 5153 EL34?
Ah, good question. And God bless you guys over there. I hope everything is going, you know, as good as it can for you. So I always feel like I'm not saying enough. You know what I mean? That's all I could say, right? It feels like such a horrible statement, you know. But seriously, my heart goes out to you guys. And thanks for the comment and the kind words. Yeah, so if I had to pick between the Invective or the EVH Stealth or EL34 100s, I would pick those. I think the PV Invective is a decent amp. It really is. It's a decent amp. But when you put them up against each other, like side by side, you're going to get more texture out of the Stealth and the EL34. And with the Easter eggs in those amplifiers, it's just, oh my God, I can't say enough how nasty those amps sound. They're just so brutal, you know. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd have to pick those over the Invective. But if you have an Invective and you like it, then, you know, it is a great amp. It really is. Like when I played it the last week when I was comparing it to the Helix model, I was like, man, this thing sounds pretty freaking good. And I was using the lead channel on it, and it sounded good. So I think they're all good. It just depends on what you like, you know.
Let's see. There's a bunch of letters and numbers here that lives in Chandler, Arizona.
Ah.
AZDH85224. Thanks for tuning in from Arizona.
What's up, man?
Joey Palmer again. CS. Evening.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Flux. I know my mic. He says Kari's mic needs to be louder.
Yeah,
Can't fix it right now.
can't fix it right now. Yeah,
It's all the way up here. It's close enough. It is what it is for now.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why yours is loud. Mine's louder than yours because they're hooked into the same thing. So yeah, we got to figure that out later.
Scott Fulmer, how are you, Scott?
Hey, Scott, what's happening?
Constantine asked, did you play DiMarzio Crunch Lab and the Liquid Fire set?
Yes, I played those in my Kiesel. Yeah, Crunch Lab, Liquid Fire. No, I didn't play that was the Dreamcatcher Rainmakers. I played the Crunch Lab Liquid Fire. Yes, I did several years ago, probably 10 years ago, and I found them to be okay, but I preferred other pickups that had more output. So, you know, again, depending on your taste, you may or may not prefer them. But I like the later iterations of his pickups a lot more. So if you can get your hands on the Dreamcatcher Rainmakers, those are awesome. Those are really good.
Gravel Rock says, just ordered the PV6505 too. It also can take EL34 tubes. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I hope they come out with those soon. I know when they do, I'll be reviewing it. I just hope they fix channel 1 because, yeah, the crunch channel on it was it left a lot to be desired in my opinion. It was just kind of flyover country for me. But we'll see.
Sorry about that. Steve-O said he saw Petrucci in Portnoy Thursday night. What an amazing show. I bet that was
Oh,
great.
I'm sure that was awesome, man.
I think that Jay is with us, but he's not on here as Jay.
Oh,
Hi.
what's up, Jay?
Paul Smith wants to know how Eva Under Fire last night was.
Oh, they were great. They put on a great show. They packed the place out.
So packed.
I've never seen that place that packed.
It was.
We were like
it was
sardines.
Sardines and hot and damp.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Humid and.
Yeah, it was Sardine City, man. Yeah, it was good to see them because they're hometown people and they all got signed and they're kicking ass now and touring and charting and everything else. And it was nice that they had their CD release party at a local venue and celebrated with everybody. They're all really cool people. So we couldn't be happier for them. We really couldn't. So we had to show up for that. So, but yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
Let's see. Joy Palmer says, "Hey Jarrod, I finally pulled the trigger on a KSR Orthos." Nice.
Oh, sweet, man. Good for you.
Constantine said his dream is to move to the USA. What is a good, safe city to sit as Ukrainian man with a guitar gear addiction?
Actually, you want to if you have that big of an addiction.
Go to Sweetwater.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you just move to.
Is it Illinois?
No, it's
Indiana.
Indiana, yeah, just move to Indiana, and just stay. I forget what city it's in, but just move there, and it's
Sweetwater in Indiana.
Yeah, she'll find out the city, but
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne,
How could I
Indiana.
forget? Yeah, Fort Wayne, Indiana. It is a nice state too. So you get all 4 seasons there, and you can go to Sweetwater whenever you want. So yeah, there you go. Or Florida.
Oh.
Or yeah, Florida. I would say would be another place because Florida is a great state to live in. They do things right down there. So.
Well,
Yep.
I hope your dream comes true.
Yeah, and if it does, hit us up.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet you, man.
Paul says, have Jarrod give you my number. Okay, I'm going to. Honestly, that was terrifying because you're so on it with the I'm busy, I'll call you in an hour, or give me 15 minutes, anything. He always gives you a little out and nothing, absolutely not. I'm like, he's dead. He's dead.
That's not the first time you've thought that either.
I know.
During COVID, she thought that.
I did.
because I slept for 10 days and she couldn't get a hold of me, and I finally woke up and called her, and she's like, I was just putting on my boots.
I had texted him, and I'm like, if I don't hear from you in an hour, I'm just going to come and, like, start banging on your windows. It scared me.
It was scary.
Stop it. I told him, like, when you take naps from now on, he said to text me, going down for a nap. I'll call you when I'm up. It's okay.
It's okay.
CM says, happy Thanksgiving week. Yes. Just ran my Marshall JVM 410 through the Mesa 12, 2x12, and got... and back to my 412. Did not like it at all. Sorry, that was all. Did you understand that?
He didn't like the 212?
He just ran his Marshall through the Mesa 212 and back to my 412. Did not like it at all.
Oh, wow. So you didn't prefer the 212, huh? It really depends, I guess, on what you're used to. Every time I run through a 412, I think they sound good, but they're airy. You know, they're not as punchy as the 412 or as the 212s, but it really depends on your taste and what you're used to, you know.
Let's see.
Making sure
Daryl McMillan, Jarrod, you need a backup Majesty for things like this. Yes.
Yeah, I do have one, but it's in a different tuning. So I was like, well, I got to fix this really quick.
Nick, you're right. He says Kari looks cold. It's 25 outside here in Michigan. It's a cold day.
But down here, it's,
sure.
It's like 70.
Yeah. No, I just forgot my dress clothes, so I'm in my comfy clothes. That's the only problem.
Oh, by the way, I started my recording process on my solo album yesterday with TJ Richardson. And we got 2 songs done. And I'll be shooting 2 music videos for those in December. So, yeah, that went really well. It's a humbling experience, though, recording.
Is it inside or outside?
It'll be inside.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, wait, why did we pick December again?
It'll be inside. Yeah, but it was a humbling experience, man. I'll tell you, especially because we reamped everything. So I picked different amplifier combinations for the album. So for Night Terrors, I did the Mesobarba Trinity and the red channel on the Stealth. For I did the Herbert and the Splon Nitro. And for City Lights, I did the Savage and the Savage Channel 4 and Channel 2 on the Kraken. And we were reamping down here and listening to all my raw tracks with no effects, no nothing. And it was just, it's pretty like, wow, that's me. It's all me right there. Solos, rhythms, everything. And then we listened to it all together afterwards through the studio monitors here before TJ left really quick. He just kind of skimmed through the songs, and he was like, dude, these are some of the best tones I've ever recorded. He's like, oh my God, these sound insane. So you guys are in for a treat with the tones.
Oh, Scott Fulmer, thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, thanks, Scott.
He said, sounds corny, but your show is a blessing. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're a blessing, dude. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Very, very appreciated.
Let's see.
Wow, thank you.
Where did it go? Klaus, I have not sung yet. Thanks for asking, though. And good evening, by the way.
Good evening. Yeah, she will in a minute.
Steve-O thanked you for the Red 7 profiles.
Oh, yes. You're welcome.
Bobcat says, I was playing an Invective with a 4x12 Marshall cab at Guitar Center. It sounded good.
Yeah, it's a good amp, man. I like Channel 3 on that amp.
Oh, J Croft, J Croft is here now.
Oh, sweet.
Dean Harkness, hi man. Well, good to see you back. He says the overdrive video had me rolling, playing with no amp.
What's up, Dean? Yeah, I was getting my sarcastic on that video because it's so funny when you hear some of these comments, you know, in the groups, and especially Facebook groups and the gear page and stuff like that. There's some real winners because it's just, you know, there's a lot of good people over there, don't get me wrong, but there's always this group of guys that just want to feel important, and they absolutely suck on guitar, and they don't practice. They don't write anything. They're not in a band because nobody can stand them.
Yeah.
And they spout all this crap, and it's just like, dude, you're trying to make up for your lack of talent with a whole bunch of knowledge that you think is like good knowledge or good information, but it's all crap, you know? Like, go practice, man. Just go play. Go run along with your friends and play guitar. Get out of here. It's so funny.
Let's see. Earache my eye. Hi. How are you? Haven't seen your name before.
What's going on?
Earache my eye. Matthew Butterfield is with us.
Hey,
Hi,
what's
Matthew.
up, man? Good to see you.
Let's see, Constantine. So you're a fan of Dream Theater, I guess. I like Bertucci's riffs. They have great riffs and ideas, but in the middle of the songs, they usually have the crazy dog synth.
Me too.
Yeah, what do you think?
I love Dream Theater so much, and yeah, they definitely. You always called it carnival music.
Carnival music. Yeah.
They would have these. They'd have these segments where it was like, okay, you know. But I love Dream Theater, and I think that the riffs, the music, the songwriting. The song structures, I mean the solos, oh my god, you know, they're just all amazing. So I'll put up with a little bit of craziness here and there because it's just, I think it's just part of them. It's just like they have to get that out of their system every once in a while and go
Little
nuts.
ADD.
Yeah. Yeah, let's have our ADD moment, you know, and just, you know, and there's reasons for it.
I'm more of a fan of the newer stuff. I'm not a big fan of the old stuff. The OG stuff.
Yeah, they grew up. I mean, John even has said in interviews, like, what do you think of your older stuff? He's like, yeah. Sometimes I like wonder, like, what were we thinking? You know, like we were trying to prove something, or he said there's some immaturity there, but you know, I think we've matured a lot over the years, and I think so too. You know, I think but I still love Images and Words. I can listen to that anytime.
Raven says, I just saw Catatonia in Toronto. Amazing show. I haven't heard of them.
I haven't heard of them
They're
either.
in Toronto right now. I'll have to look that up. Here, I'll screenshot it.
Catatonia.
Catatonia, yeah.
Interesting.
Greg Tribulato. Not Tribbiani. How's the Kiesel, he says.
Oh, it's on its way to Kiesel. All right, so really quick, thanks to those who sent me messages on what they think is wrong. My initial thought was what it was. It was the piezo preamp was bleeding through into the passive pickups somehow, and that's where that weird spike or chirp or whatever you want to call it was coming from. So I made a couple videos of, with the Kiesel and mentioned it in the videos, and when I called Kiesel, they're like, "You got any video of this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." So I time-stamped a video and sent it to them, and the next day they were like, "Yeah, we hear it. Go ahead and box it up and send it back to us. We'll fix it for you. We know exactly what's wrong." I'm like, "What is it?" And he said, "It's your piezo preamp, just like you thought." He's like, "Yeah, I sent it to the tech," and he immediately was like, "Oh crap, there it is." So they're gonna fix it and send it back. They're really cool about it, and they covered the shipping and stuff, so I really appreciated that. And I know it'll be in good hands, so I'm not worried about it. Can't wait to get it back though, because we got off to a rocky start,
We did.
because it literally, like, every time I played it through one of my amps, I kept hearing that horrible spike, and I was like, it just made me sick. I just couldn't play it. I was like, oh, and I finally got around to calling them about it. So, yep, but it'll be fixed, and I can't wait. From what I hear, they have a really good service department. So, yeah, it should be fine.
There's so many comments tonight. Constantine, don't ever feel bad about asking questions. That's what we're here for.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. He says, I like to put compressor at the end of my chain. You were attacked. You attacked one Helix guy. I like his lessons, but that comp at the end is strange. But comp in the beginning trick makes easier to play.
Yeah, the comp in the beginning is something that you can do in the chain, because it adds a little bit of a feel thing to it, because compression does add feel. But when you put it on the end, like a mastering thing, I just think it's one of those things that's unnecessary. I'll just put it to you that way. It doesn't really do much. And if you're here's the problem. If you send a very processed signal to a studio guy or a live sound engineer, and he's got processing going on as well. Well, guess what? Now it's getting double processed. I'm a live sound guy. I used to do it all the time. And I had a template, and it had, notched out things and processed a little bit of, stuff, compression, whatever here and there. And I did that because it was easy to set up people. When people do the blow and go sound checks, they plug in and you got to hurry up. I don't have time to do all that. So I have a template with all that in there. So if somebody's sending me a bunch of processed stuff into my already processed, template, you see how it could cause problems. So I just think if people do that overly processed thing, like, yeah, I'm mix ready. It's like, no, you're not. You're not mix ready, because this is my room. This is my house. This is where I run sound. I know what I need to do to make your guitar stand out in a mix in my room. You're just doing this generic notching of things and pushing and pulling of things in your EQ and stuff, but you didn't do it for my room. You just did it in a generic way. So now I have to take that and fix it. So the best thing you can do is just send anybody a raw version. Just like when well, let me finish the sentence. Send them a raw version of your tones and let them sculpt it for their room, their mix, and what they're going to use it for. That's their job. It's almost like, taking a pre-seasoned meal to a chef and saying, cook this. He's like, yo, you want me to just heat it up then? Because it's already seasoned. I mean, you didn't want my stuff? I can't. How do I know if you have too much salt? If I add salt to it, it's got too much. You know what I'm saying? So just bring him the food. Let him season it and cook it. So it's just like what TJ and I did yesterday when we reamped everything. He left here with raw tones. We didn't notch anything. We didn't EQ anything. He's like, when I get the raw tones and I take it home and mix it on my monitors, that's when I'll do all that. So that's why I think that a lot of that processing stuff is just, it's an absolute waste of your time. Just keep your stuff simple, straightforward, and raw, and you'll be a lot happier.
Tiger 5000 wants to know how often you practice.
Not enough, and that's definitely something that I learned yesterday. I definitely had a rough time with Night Terrors for some reason yesterday. City Lights, no problem. Did the whole thing in like 20 minutes. Night Terrors was 45 minutes of doing everything over and over again on that solo, and it just killed me. So apparently I need to practice more, but I try to practice, like I'm trying to come up with a new regimen where every morning I get a cup of coffee, I sit down with my guitar, and I play for at least a half an hour where I'm just working on stuff. I'm going to get the metronome out and just find one passage that I suck at and just go over and over with the metronome and train my hands and ears to get that right. And then after that I can noodle around, play to my mixes, whatever. So ideally I want to practice for 2 hours a day. I really do, and that's something that I'm working towards.
Jordan B. says he's in a toss-up. Stealth 100 or Slow 100?
Stealth 100. 8 days a week and twice on Sunday. It's not even a hard decision for me at all. I would absolutely recommend. Well, there's my string that broke. I would absolutely 100% recommend the Stealth 100. I shot them out, and I just very much preferred the Stealth because it just sounds more modern. It just sounds way more modern. And wait till you get into the Easter eggs on that thing. Oh my God, that amp is so awesome. I used to play the blue channel all the time on it for my rhythm. Not anymore. I switched to the red channel because of the Easter egg in there. When you turn the gain on the blue channel up and down while you're on the red channel, you can really fine tune and sculpt that channel. Oh my God, it sounds so good.
Raven Black Brother says, I find the compressor at the beginning of the chain is definitely better for lead. Also, it doesn't take away from the gain.
Yep.
Jay, otherwise known as Burnt Butts, says distortion already compresses your signal. In most cases, it's not beneficial to add more compression afterwards.
Exactly. That's true. Yep.
Go ahead.
And the only reason why I suggested for people to do it, I don't do it on all my presets, but there's times that I do, depending on the IRs and the amp or whatever, is it just adds that tube compression that you get on a high gain amplifier. It simulates it. So sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. It really depends. I mean,
sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't. We were just talking about that last night. So like the Mud Killer pedal, that actually has a compressor built into it. You can switch it on, and it just gives you that little bit of nice extra feel on an amp that's a little cold. So that's what I like about it.
Pure Rock Fury.
Hey.
That's a good name. Pure Rock Fury.
What's going on,
Get
man?
the Stealth and a nice guitar for the price of the Slow.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. I think that no offense to anybody that's watching that has a Soldano, they're good amps, but my God, did they ask for way too much money for those things? And they just don't. They're one-trick ponies, man. I'll tell you, come after me all you want. They're a one-trick pony amp. They really are. Channel 1 is useless, and Channel 2 is decent. But when you put it up against the Stealth and blind test, and if you're looking for, brutal tones, the Stealth will spank that thing all day. It's just not even a contest.
Bobcat likes my socks. My Puma socks that I got at Costco.
She's really bringing the big guns tonight.
Yeah, I'm bringing it out tonight.
It's a special week. It's Thanksgiving week.
Right.
You should see her on off weeks.
I know. Just a minute ago, there was like 56 people in here, and I'm like, amazing. The night that I forgot my dress clothes. I don't normally wear this stuff online anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, so she will be singing soon, and I will switch over after, because I'm using the Kemper for Kari when she sings.
Yeah.
And then I will switch over to the Stealth soon. We're just getting through some comments and questions, and we will carry on with that soon.
I don't know that we're going to get through them.
Hey,
we keep popping up.
Do you want to just do it? Let's do 5 more minutes of that.
Okay.
And then I'm still kind of stretching my strings. And
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We go back to AZDH, all of the numbers, says, I hope the Sphinx will be on your album. Yeah, I love that song.
Thank you. The Sphinx will be on there for sure. I can't wait to record that one.
Raven Blackfeather, your show is awesome, by the way. Love your videos. Very helpful.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'll be doing more soon. I had to take a week off because my cat passed. Yeah, it took me down for about a good several days. But yeah, so now that I've kind of, got through that, I can start concentrating. I didn't feel like doing anything for 4 days. I was a wreck. So, but yeah, I'm feeling better now, so I can start doing some videos. And I figured the drop the mic one was a good way to kind of, break out, get some humor going, a little bit of sarcasm, and get me going again, because I needed it.
Yeah, it worked.
I needed it.
Burnt Butts hides his Easter eggs in his Stealth. He hides them in there. Flux says, it's good that tracking for the album isn't easy. If it takes work, it'll be excellent.
Thank you.
Touch tracking.
Yeah, it was very hard. I mean, TJ made it easy. I mean, here's the thing. So here's what I'm fighting against when I'm tracking with TJ. I'm fighting against my own inner demons and my own red light syndrome, which I'm sure you guys can relate to. And it's like, as soon as we hit record, I'm like, oh, I have carpal tunnel, and it's like I can't play. My hands are all weird, and you second guess everything and stuff. So, and then on top of that, I have a guitar player that's 10 times better than me engineering the whole project, and it's just intimidating. So it's just like this double whammy. Now, I will say this though, like TJ is, a very kind person and very patient. So he was great. He didn't make me feel intimidated or anything. I was already intimidated by my own stuff going on in my head. But yeah, it's a humbling experience. But he was very accommodating and patient, and he's like, "We'll do as many takes as you want," And I'm like, "Yeah, famous last words." But we got through it.
You're still there tomorrow night.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said. Yeah, I should have said, "Cool, I got a spare bedroom."
Brad Shimke, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Brad?
He says, hey, Care Bear and Dr. Chugs.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, Catatonia is sweet. Check out Night is the New Day. The singer used to be a death metal singer and developed polyps in his throat, so he had to change to clean vocals. Well, I'll probably like him then if he has clean vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look him up after the show for sure.
For show.
Pure Rock Fury, smash that thumbs up. Yeah, please smash the thumbs up. You can X out of the chat, the live chat, like the show, and then come right back into the live chat. That would really help
Please
us
do.
out. Yeah.
That would be nice.
Paul Smith says Kemper has the amp compression in the amp section.
Yep, they do. There's a reason why it's there. It helps with the feel. It really does.
Flux asked, which one do you like better, the EVH Stealth, EL34, or 6L6?
Gosh, man, it's a toss-up between the two. I could take either one of them. Every time I play through both of those amps, I'm like, yeah, ultimate brutal amps, both of them. They're just freaking amazing. You know, I could see why Eddie had them dialed in the way he had them and built and designed the way he had them, because that red channel on both of them, there's something special there. There really is, you know, especially when you use the Easter egg. It just really, it's amazing how, you know, that amplifier is so tweakable so easily. It's one knob, and it changes so much in that channel, and it's all for the better. So if you want to boost it, just turn the gain down on the blue channel, and the red channel becomes very boostable and just amazing. And if you don't want to boost it, turn the gain on the blue channel all the way up, and the red channel tightens up and becomes really gnarly. So it just depends on what you like. Tony
wants to know if Michigan got a whack of the snow stream. Not as much as like New York. I mean, they got feet of
snow. Did
they? Yeah.
Wow.
We had some snow come down really fast last night.
I know.
In like a matter of 20-30 minutes. There was nothing, and then there was like 2-3 inches.
We went to this restaurant, and we met Jay there. We ate dinner, and it was bone dry.
Yep.
We walked out, my car's covered in snow. We're like, what? That was weird. Yeah, there was inches on the ground.
But nothing like the people on the other side of us, for sure.
Yep.
Let's see. Greg Tribolato says, I have two Majesty 6 string. How is the neck on the 7?
Great. It's amazing. I love the neck on this guitar. And I love the piezos too. Doesn't that sound glorious? Yeah, they're such great guitars, man. You already know that, though. You know, I mean, these guitars, the ergonomics, the neck, the fretboard, everything. You know, I will be shooting it out with my Kiesel when I get my Kiesel back. I just wanted to do it in a fair, you know, like Kiesel's working 100% perfectly. Now let's shoot them out. And I'm also going to do a Tonewood shootout just to see if Glenn Fricker was wrong or if he was right about the Tonewood thing. And that's going to be interesting, because I already have my thoughts on it a little bit, because I've already put them back and forth. But again, I want to make sure I get that pickup issue fixed so that there's no discrepancies.
I'm probably going to say this name wrong, but it's Mesqua, M-E-S-Q-W-A, Mesqua. What's the best noise gate that you like?
Well, so far I've been using the Rev G8, or Gate they call it, so it's G8. And I think it's great. I think they've done a great job.
Several people have mentioned Fort and Zool.
Yeah, the Fort and Zools are good. I haven't used one, so I can't. Whoa, food's coming up there. Can't, or maybe that's the pop.
Probably the pop.
Yeah, I can't speak on it, but I heard good things about the Zool as well.
Musk says, I have the silencer. It's okay, but I'm in the market for another. Kyle Hart says, I have a Boss NS2 because it's highly recommended, and it really does a crap job. It does a crap job.
A crap job.
Then you don't want that one.
Well, here's what I would recommend.
Collecting dust. It does a crap job.
Well, here's something to think about. You want one that uses 4-cable method, because it's going to do the front and the back of the amplifier. And that's what the Rev G8 does, and I think the Zool does that as well. And it's really what you want, because in the back of the amps where a lot of noise is too. You know, a ton of noise, and it really does clamp down on it and make a difference. So I would highly recommend something with again, 4-cable method type setup. And once you hook it up, you're done, you know.
Brent Bach says he hasn't heard the term pop in years. It's soda. Hi, Brent, by the way.
What's up, Brent? Let me take a sip of my soda.
Let's see. Constantine, mic positions on the cabs, how to set up mic and stop searching for that tone for hours, question mark?
Best position is right on the crease. you know, because you get the best of both worlds there. You put it right on the crease, you know, so the crease is running dead nut center right through the middle of the mic, you know, and that's a great place to start at least, and maybe move it micro millimeters from there and you're good. I mean, that way you can catch, you know, all the frequencies of the cab or the speaker. Now what I do is I dual mic my cabs. So I have a Royer 121 and an SM57 on my Mesa cab, so I can capture that low end. And there's a mic clip that holds them both in phase with each other, and that's what I use. So what I have is the SM57's right on the crease there, and then the Royer's just outside of that to capture that low end. So that's basically how I do it. And I got to do that mic. Remember a couple weeks ago we got a request to do the mic episode,
yes,
where I do
yeah.
Yeah, and then like I said, I had to put my cat down, so that derailed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So before and after I did it. So
Tiger 5000, what pedals do you recommend for a PV 6505 plus?
what pedals? As far as like overdrives or?
I just said pedals.
Well, if you play leads, I would highly recommend the Flashback TC Electronic Flashback 2. That is the absolute best delay pedal ever made. It'll do anything. Any kind of delay you want, it'll do it, because there's software associated with it. You can plug into your computer and dial it in any way you want, and it'll do anything. So I would get that. For a good chorus pedal, I would get a TC Electronic, either the Corona or the Dreamscape. And for overdrives, I mean, you know, the Mud Killer is definitely my go-to. I've had that for a while now, and I love that pedal. It's never failed me on any amps. It works with every amp very well. But if you're dealing with an amplifier, which the, was it the 6505?
Plus, yeah.
Plus, yeah, that amp's a little on the how do I say this? It's softer. There's a softer top end on it. So the Pepper's Dirty Tree might be a good choice for you as well, because that pedal really adds a nice bite to the amplifiers. So give that a try as well.
Dean Harkness, have you heard about the special run Stealth 100?
I heard about that. Yeah. Yep. Is that something they just did? That sounds familiar. But I have a Stealth, but I got no business buying one, but if you could get your hands on one, do it.
Raven Black Brother says they got tons of snow in Ontario in the
Oh,
last 2 days. I
yeah.
bet. Jeez.
That's why they call you guys the Great White North, man.
That's right. Let's see. Steve Oldazul is very good. Haven't tried the Rev. Flux Rev G8 gate is excellent.
It is.
It quiets his VH4 nicely. No tone loss.
Yep, they're great.
Brent Box, the DAE is great.
Oh, the duality, yeah.
Yeah. Dean says in the South everything is Coke. Yeah. Soda pop and Coke.
Soda pop and Coke.
Nollins said, "Oh, sorry about your cat," he said.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
That was a rough day. It was a rough, probably what, 4 days? Yeah, it was very, very hard. It was harder than I thought it would be. I mean, it really was. Like, I never expected it to hit me as hard as it did. Yeah, I was shocked. Yeah. So God bless everyone who's lost a pet. I've never done it. I've never had to do it before. It was my first time, and I felt like I got hit by a bus afterwards, and yeah, it took 4 days for me to kind of climb out of that hole. And I can now talk about it without breaking down, you know, and it's still tempting. But yeah, and then they sent me his paw prints and some of his fur and stuff like that afterwards, and that was tough, you know. But yeah, it's never easy making that choice, but yeah, I appreciate the thoughts and prayers, guys. I really do.
Mm-hmm. The Terror Beyond always recommends the Mud Killer.
Yeah, Mud Killer is just a great. It really is. It's one of those no-brainer pedals that if you don't like that, then you just don't like overdrive pedals. Like it literally is a no-brainer pedal. And Chris CS is the one that recommended it to me, and I got it, and I was like, holy crap, this thing is like, it's just what's not to like. It's just so good, and it works with every single one of my amps, and it's very versatile and very easy to dial in, and there's just so many great features on it. And they're not wasted features. They're all very good, you know, appropriate features that you'd want on your overdrive pedal.
Dean Harkness says, I was on the Motor City website today, saw it there, supposed to be set to Eddie's specs on the last tour.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at those. That'd be, if they have some in stock, I'm sure I can bring one home and review it for you guys. I'd love to. You know, and then I could shoot it out with the stealth, you know, and just see what the differences are.
Well, you want to do this?
You want to get your sing on?
And get it done?
All right, so we're just going to do the two, right? Because
Sure.
I'm a frazzled mess.
Which one would be easier for you to start with?
Probably Wicked Game.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Whew. Yeah.
So we do a couple covers, and we just do our own spin on them. This one is Wicked Games. I've done it before on the show, but it's always a favorite of ours.
Yeah. We love doing it.
Yeah. It's Chris Isaac, right? Is that who does this? The original?
Chris Isaac, yeah.
Isaac, yeah.
I just hope my guitar stays in tune. Well, we'll find out here. 1 second.
Save me, but you.
I got verklempt.
Got a little frog in your throat?
Yeah. So the next one, we did it once before. We did a cover of Rainbow in the Dark. We're gonna try it again. This time.
This is where I snapped a string.
This is where he snapped a string, right?
You ready, coffee?
Maybe. Let me do one more drink. I know I started coughing and then I started sweating and I'm like, okay, calm down. You're fine.
It's so fun about live.
Right.
Ready?
I think so. Are you ready?
Let me switch channels here. Hang on, I'm just switching channels on my wireless. Getting some interference. Come on.
Got it?
When there's lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who was lost and never found. I cry out for magic, I feel it dancing in the light. It was cold, I lost my hold to the shadows of the night. There's no sign of the morning coming, there's no sign of the day.
All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I gotta turn this up so I can actually hear you.
We have had a night.
What is it?
I don't know.
What is it about tonight?
I don't know. This whole night's been an absolute train wreck.
I know. He was like, you sure you want to do this? And I'm always like, yeah. Yep, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
For real this time.
Yeah, we were just kidding. So.
When there's lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who is lost and never found. I cry out for magic, I feel it floating in the light. It was cold, I lost my hold to the shadows of the night. There's no sign of the morning coming, you've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark, a rainbow in the dark. Do your demons, do they ever let you go? When you've tried, do they hide deep inside? Is it someone that you know? I cry, picture, you're an image caught in time. We're a lie, you and I, we're words without a rhyme. There's no sign of the morning coming, you've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark, a rainbow in the dark, yeah. When I see lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who is lost and never found. Feel the magic, I feel it floating in the air. But it's fear, and you'll hear it's calling you beware. There's no sign of the morning coming, there's no sign of the day. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow, like a rainbow in the dark. the dark. You're a picture. You're an image caught in time. We're alive, you and I, we're words without a rhyme. Made it.
Yeah, my battery is almost dead
Is
on my
it?
wireless. Look at, I got 1 dot left. So we made it by the skin of our teeth, actually.
Oh, good grief.
Yep.
Tonight's the night.
Yeah,
You
it
deserve
is.
a drink after that.
Yeah.
After all the stress.
After all the stress, you guys have no idea. Like, this whole evening is basically just a wing and a prayer at this point. And now I got to switch everything over to my other rig so I can do this pedal thing here. So you have to bear with me for a second. You can read comments and questions, and I'll...
Sure, absolutely.
Do
Let
my
me
best.
scroll back a little bit. Let's see. Joe, stop. Thumbs up to Kari. Love that clean. Oh, thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Raven says, hey, it does a great version as well as Adam Gauthier of Wicked Games. Oh, yeah. Thank you. He says our version is awesome, too.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Kyle, this is my favorite one. Steve-O wants to know, Jarrod, why you're not doing some vocal backups. He says, I know you can sing.
Oh, no, I can't sing. I can just do a couple of... I'm a one-trick pony. I can do those weird screams that I did in that one video, and...
You can do the, remember when you did the Evanescence?
Yeah.
The backup to that?
Yeah, I could do the yelling at your kid's voice.
Yeah.
I could do that pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a grouchy contractor, so I can just do that.
ACDH and all the numbers, both vocal and guitar sound fantastic. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Dean, chug, chug, turn it up.
Chug, chug, turn the knob.
Christopher, thanks for the super chat, man.
Oh, thank you.
Flux says, awesome. Klaus says, absolutely amazing, Kari. You guys totally made my night. Oh!
Oh, thank
well, you just made my night. Thank you, Klaus. I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, thanks,
I
man.
love the rainbow in the dark one. I can't wait till it feels like second nature. It still feels like new and nerve-wracking, and I can't wait until I'm just comfortable with it.
Yeah, it's still new for both of us.
Yeah.
There's moments where we have to remember to stop and hold things, and yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but once you get through that...
You guys get to be the guinea pigs of the news.
Yep. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah. Mescla says, gotta stop and smell the roses sometimes. It's not always about shredding.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, in fact, the more shredding I do, the more I regret it, because it's like when I record these songs for the album, like yesterday, I'm like, why do I write this crap? Now I got to freaking record it and play it perfect, and it's so hard. You know, I'm writing way beyond my abilities, you know, and it sucks.
Tony says, yeah, I heard Jarrod do some impression singing on the last video or two. It also sounded super. See?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got my...
You guys have to stop complimenting him or he's going to boot me.
Oh,
He's
no.
not gonna need to sing
Oh,
anything.
no. Never gonna happen. No, you'll never see me sing a whole song, ever. Ever. I'll be right back. I gotta grab something.
Steve-O says he loves the version of Rainbow. It's in their set list too. Yeah, so cool. When I heard, well, obviously, we've all heard the original version of it, but I'm like, I don't think I want to sing it so aggressively because we were trying to put together an acoustic set. And I'm like, let's try to break it down and make it pretty, but still keeping the emotion of it, you know, the little bit darker side of it. So I think we did okay. I'm really proud of it, for sure. And Kyle says now he's getting scared. Holy Diver from Joey Palmer. CS, shucks, yeah. Big CS. Matthew Butterfield, Rainbow in the Dark, yes. Majesty, it was a Majesty, yes. Kyle. Raven Backfeather, sounds awesome. Live must be a little nerve-wracking. It's a little nerve-wracking. I feel like I've sucked a cat hair down my throat or something. Steve-O, add a drum track to this. Yeah, maybe that'd be nice to do. He's working on his album right now, so all of that stuff is kind of taking a back seat. But
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. I've actually thought about that, adding some, like, I don't know, some bongos or something kind of, you know.
Yeah, something a little empty, but there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
For show.
Matthew Butterfield, I think Ernie Ball does make it, not sure.
But the Majesty guitars, yes.
Yeah. Mesqua makes me want a new axe. Let's see. Matthew Butterfield, we need Lita Ford and Ozzy, Close My Eyes Forever.
Ooh.
It's on the list. I just don't know. I was hoping that maybe there'd be another singer for it.
Yeah, you're going to have to pull double duty on that one. I can't imitate Ozzy.
Really?
I've never.
You're going to have to try that one.
Maybe.
Close my eyes forever.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Ooh, do it. Will it all remain unchanged?
You know I can't sing that stuff. I'll make a joke out of myself.
Flux says, playing along over here. Les Paul through an Engel Invader.
Ooh, nice.
2 through Marshall 1968 4x12. Great job.
Nice.
Brett Box, great Arnold. Do you have Arnold? You want to do some Arnold?
Yes, I'll do the Arnold for you here. As I'm sitting down, getting everything ready for the shreds I'm about to do.
Thanks for all the compliments, guys. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. It's very kind of you.
Raven
very
Black
much.
Feather says, Kari, you have a great voice, and really got into it at the end. I'm like, we gotta bring it home.
Yeah.
Bring it home now.
Gotta bring it home. That was good. I liked it. You actually changed it up a little bit this time.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Good.
Yeah, when you watch it back, you'll be like, yeah, I did change that up.
Huh. The Terror Beyond. You've heard some of the tracks from my new album. I'm not doing solos this time.
Oh. You're not doing any solos? I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but
Who's the Terror Beyond?
this is.
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
No, it's. I suck at names.
Well, tell us who you are, where you're from.
Doggone it! You had to, Tony.
Steve-O says everyone I know who is good at impressions is good at singing.
Oh, well, maybe I could do an impression of somebody. I could do Joe Walsh. I'm not gonna do it right now. I always imitate him when I'm bored. He's a fun one to imitate.
Well, we've kept Kyle Hart waiting long enough. Are you ready to do
Yes, we have.
his Viper pedal?
Yes. Let me just make sure I got everything good here. So I had this amp set up for tracking yesterday, so the volume might be a little screwed up. So let me just mess with it real quick, okay?
Tony Street.
Yeah, Tony. That's what I said, Tony Streetman.
Winter Kills.
Yep, Tony Streetman. I suck at names, though, but it always takes me a minute. In fact, I saw somebody that I, knew for
the
years.
guy
At Costco today, and I'm like, hey, and the whole time I'm talking, I'm like, I know you. I just forgot your name, and I got halfway home, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's his name, and it's just, I suck at it. I have to wear a name tag for myself, sometimes, but.
Can you fan me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, yeah, just bear with me a second here, guys. I'm sorry for the wait. I just got to fire this amp up.
I'll need a couple more.
I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going to mute both of our mics because...
Joey wants to hear your Joe Walsh impersonation.
One of these days, it's kind of like Skeeter, but Skeeter singing. Yeah. My Maserati 185. Okay. All right, bear with me a second here, guys. Okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on here. We tracked with this yesterday. I did some reamping with it, and I unhooked something to make that happen, and I thought I hooked everything back up the way I'm supposed to, and I did. Everything's hooked up the way it's supposed to be. I don't know what's going on here.
I do not know what's
Yeah,
going on.
I don't either.
Sia says, I love live bloopers.
Dude, this is so bad. I can't figure out what's going on here. Everything's plugged in. Everything's...
Brent Box, thank you for the super chat, man.
Oh, thank you.
He said he's got to go, got to run. But
Oh,
thanks for joining in.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. Just trying to figure out what went wrong. Yeah, we just used this earlier. We just used the amp earlier, and everything worked. So, let me think here.
Is something muted over there?
Nope. It's on the red channel. I mean, this thing should be blowing our heads off right now. Volume gain.
The Terror Beyond says just use an overdrive pedal. You don't need an amp.
That's all I need.
Daryl McMillan, tuner, volume pedal, loose cables from Joey Palmer.
No, let me do this. Let me run it through the aux box, because we were running it through the aux box earlier and it worked. Nothing. What the hell is going on here? Okay, got signal. Got that. Got that, got that. All the pedals are on. Guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened.
Flux is like wireless battery.
No, wireless battery is plenty. I don't know what happened. This was actually working earlier, too. Everything worked. Because we were sound checking. We practiced.
Dean Harkness says Spaceballs. Even in the future, nothing works.
Dude, I had this all sound checked. I
Dean
don't know what...
Harkness, you should be in Michigan now, aren't you? You're here somewhere. We gotta try to find a day to get together and do the salmon cook-off.
Yeah, we do.
Get a hold of Jarrod tomorrow morning. Do the text thing and figure it out. I'd say after the show, but we're gonna be drinking after the show.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of them nights for me.
The studio's gonna turn into one of those rage rooms where you just take a bat or or a sledgehammer and trash everything.
Totally. Yeah. There we go. I got
was
it.
it?
All right, 1 second.
What was it?
I'll tell you in a second. All right, figured it out.
Ta-da! Do you need the pedal flipped over? can
No,
do that.
I'll get it in a second. I gotta plug that back in. I bypassed the pedal. So what was wrong was I was on my piezo pickup and I had the volume all the way down on my piezo pickup so that you could sing your song.
It's my fault.
It's her fault. And I didn't realize that, so I had so everything worked perfectly, but I had the volume down on my piezo.
Raven says, no laptop, no show.
No laptop, no show. That's right, man. All right, just 1 second. Let me bypass the amp. And now I got to put Kyle's pedal back in the chain because I just wanted to rule out anything just to make sure. My apologies, guys.
Tony, we have liftoff. Filthy shreds. Yes.
This is one of them shows where
You're working for it.
I
Working
am
for the super chats tonight.
definitely working for it. Good Lord. Am I ever. Yep, this is what I go through when I do videos.
I'm going to get no sympathy after the show for being really tired today. He's going to be like, screw you.
Screw you. Screw you.
Dean says, I'm already drinking, still recovering from the drive. We're here all week, so any day except Thursday, obviously.
Oh, cool.
Great. Wasn't it Friday? I think it was Friday that...
Yeah, thinking we were thinking Friday,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so if you can do Friday, that works for us. Friday.
Paul Smith, yes, the rum is tasting mighty good. Yeah. I think we have another Scrumpies upstairs.
Yeah, we do.
That might be calling my name.
That might be going down the old hatch
Yeah.
tonight. All right, 1 second, guys. So this is the EVH Stealth Red Channel with Kyle's Viper pedal. 1 second.
Nice.
Wow, that's a pretty cool pedal, man. I got to tune my guitar again because, yeah, sorry about the strings tonight. I just changed these before the show, but yeah, that pedal's pretty gnarly, Kyle. Pretty freaking cool. So if you don't mind, Kyle, tell everybody what that pedal does, because there's 3 knobs. There's, I think it's, what is it, R, or is it KHB? I don't know. I can't read
I haven't seen Kyle make
the letters on there.
in a bit. It's been a few minutes since I've seen Kyle.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll probably be back with some comments. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting pedals, the Viper that he makes. And, Kyle, if you're watching, go ahead and put your website in there so people can get a hold of you. His pedals are really affordable, and he's got several that he makes. And this is the one I gelled with the most. And like I said, I played it a couple weeks ago, and I forgot what the knobs did and everything, so I'm just kind of dialing it in tonight. But yeah, it's pretty freaking cool, man. Not bad. And his pedals are really affordable. So what I'm going to do is...
Gunnerman, thank you very much for the super chat.
Hey, Gunnerman, thank you.
He says, here you go, guys. I've been here since the beginning. Awesome show. You're too kind.
Thank you so much.
Every time they say, oh, I'm thinking the show is like, this is a train wreck.
Yeah, I know.
The show. And they're like, it's great.
Yeah.
Good hang. Awesome show. Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting here plugging stuff in and pulling my hair out here. And it's like, well, alrighty then.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. All right, let me do a quick mix with this, with the EVH Stealth Red Channel and Kyle's Viper pedal. All right, 1 second here. Let me do a couple riffs first. Yeah, it definitely has a treble boost kind of thing going on with it. So if you have a darker amp, that would really brighten it up nice and make it nasty. So
CS asked if you can do a pedal on, pedal off comparison.
yeah, I did, but I could do it again. Yeah, so I'm going to turn it off right now, and then when you see me reach down there, you'll see I'm turning it back on. Yeah, it definitely adds, it's like a treble booster.
Yep.
You know, so, and there's a frequency sweep on there that you can adjust what you're boosting and stuff like that. So, and again, his pedals they're very affordable. So, check out his pedals, you know.
Yeah.
And if he's here, feel free to post the link there.
He did. He posted all
Good.
kinds of stuff. You guys can scroll. It's right underneath Gunnerman's super chat there.
Yeah, go ahead and check him out because
All
he's
of the
he's
info.
got quite an array of pedals that he makes.
Let's see. Sounds great. From Flux. Sounds killer. From
Yeah.
Dean. Good job, Kyle.
Yep.
You can sweep the frequency. Yep.
Yeah, Kyle, which one's the frequency knob? That's the one I want to figure out here.
CS says he likes the mid grind it gives.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, it definitely has a grind to it. That's pretty cool.
GM Iron, hey kids, is there keys in that mix? I can hear them today, usually can't. They sound pretty cool, dude.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, there's keys in there. Yep. Yeah, I had the guitar. I haven't adjusted the levels very well tonight, so because again, I used this amp for reamping yesterday for my album. So I think it's a little low in the mix, but that's okay.
Kyle Hart R, the first one on the left.
Okay, so R is the sweep, the frequency sweep. All right, let me mess with that real quick.
1 second. Let's see, where to go. David Cameron, he says, I came late. What pedal was that?
That is the Viper by Kyle Hart. He makes overdrive pedals, and it's pretty cool. I gelled with it pretty well, so yeah. Let me mess with that knob and see where the frequency, because I got it cranked all the way up. I think maybe I need to take it down a notch. Yeah, there's the sweet spot. Did my wireless cut out on me? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the sweet spot. So I have the middle and right knobs cranked all the way up, and then the first knob is at 11 o'clock. It was a little bright for me, so I took it down to there, and then all of a sudden it was like, there it is. There's that grind. So yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool pedal, Kyle.
GM Iron says, love the drive, crisp, articulate, great note separation.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it really does. It adds that bite that we want, you know. So if you're looking for some good snarl for a very good price, I mean, check them out. Because, Kyle, how much is this pedal? I don't want to quote it and be wrong. So if I remember, it was really affordable. And I was like, wow, it's pretty good deal, you know.
Klaus says, seems like the V30s work well with the outcome of the tone from the pedal and amp.
Oh, yeah. Vintage 30s, in my opinion, are... I mean, it's subjective, you know, like what's the best speaker? I mean, whichever one you like the best. But vintage 30s, for the Mesa voiced ones anyways, seem to be like my go-tos. Every time I stray and try out other speakers for a couple weeks or a couple months, I always find myself back to that Mesa cab. And as much as I love all my other cabs, for some reason, that's home base for me, you know.
Kyle says, yeah, I put all my pedals through a V30. Daryl McMillan, I like how the color scheme on the pedal matches Jarrod's amp and cab icons.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kyle says most of his pedals are 70, but that one is 50 right now.
Yeah, $50 for a overdrive pedal. That's pretty good.
CS says it's like when Rocky hits the bag, it got that snarl.
Yeah. Hey yo, hit the bag. Sheesh. Yep. Yeah, it's cool though. Let me see if I have any other I'm not playing anything difficult tonight because I'm so frazzled from trying to get set up tonight. I can't play anything.
Kyle says, I'm going to do a revamp of its enclosure. That one is an early model.
Yeah, it's definitely an early model. I got the early model version for sure. Yeah, do that revamp, dude. That'll be cool. I'm going to turn up just a hair. And let's do one more mix with this, and we'll wrap it up. There you go.
There we go. Joe Hibbs, thanks for the super chat, man.
Oh, thank you.
Says, great work tonight, you two, and pedal sounds good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an interesting pedal, that's for sure. I have to do some more dialing in on it to get used to it, but so far so good, man. You know, I tip my hat to anybody that's an entrepreneur, is making things and venturing out and taking risks and, you know, doing stuff like that, because I did it with my pressure washing business 23 years ago, and I'll tell you, man, it's a lot of sacrifice, and excuse me, boy, that pop. Yeah. So, but yeah, I tip my hat to you, man, for doing that adventurous thing of making pedals. You know.
Kyle says all of my pedals now are powder coated and laser engraved.
Oh, nice, cool.
Pure Rock Fury. Let's get Kyle's YouTube channel some subs. Yep, go sub his channel.
Yeah, sub his channel. Again, it's a cool pedal, and there's like, he's got a bunch of different ones that he makes. So, you know, take a look at them, and you know, it's not a huge risk. You know, you're looking at $50 to $70 to check out a cool pedal. So, you know, I'm sure you can dial it in, make it work for you. And we all have different tastes and things that we're looking for, and it's just another awesome tool to have in the toolbox, you know. So, yeah, go for it, man. Totally.
Mesqua, are you live every Sunday night? Yes.
Yes.
Every Sunday night we go live at 7 Eastern Time. Eastern Time Zone.
Yep. Tonight was an exception
Unless
because
we have technical difficulties.
unless I snap a string. Yeah. So yeah, if I snap a string, we're not going live for, you know, well, we will, but it'll be delayed. But yeah, I got
and
lucky.
if you like tonight's show, you'll really like any other one of our shows.
Because this has been an absolute
This was a nightmare tonight.
train wreck. I almost want to pull this down when we're done. I won't, but yeah, it's been pretty bad.
Well, we're going to go have some drinks.
Yeah, we're going to have some drinks. I got to eat some food, too.
Eat some food, have
Yeah.
some drinks.
Exactly. Well,
It's
guys.
been a night. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for sticking with us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming back next week. Happy Thanksgiving to
Yeah.
everybody. Enjoy the food and your family and friends and all of the things that go along with Thanksgiving.
For sure, yeah. Definitely enjoy it. Take time to really just relax and, you know, reflect on things that you're grateful for. And, you know, there's so many good things in our lives, you know, and sometimes it's good to just, we get so distracted by all the negativity that we forget to count our blessings, you know. So I think Thanksgiving is a really good time to just slow down and just take all the negative stuff off your list and just concentrate on the good things, you know. Because I'll tell you, I've had some days, you know, and I'm sure we all have, where you just feel like, oh, just life sucks. But really, if you take inventory on all the good things that you have going for you, life's amazing. You know, it really is a total gift. So, you know, I think we should all take time to enjoy that, you know, and take inventory, you know, because it really is what you focus on. Like, if you focus on all the negative stuff, you're going to feel like crap. If you focus on all the positive stuff, you're going to feel amazing. So just shift your focus, you know. I've had to do it. So, well, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. And like I always say, every day's a gift.
Thank you for spending part of your gift with us. We'll see you next week.
You got it. God bless you guys. I'll have some new videos up for you soon. Take care.